Alrighty, edible weeds time with Link. Stand by the river here. So thistle. Leaves in this one are edible. The sap of it is medicinal, will get rid of warts. And that's been well proven by my family. This one does get rid of warts. Family's tried that one out firsthand. There's another thistle. There's another Maori name for them, which I was told. We call them milk thistle because of the milky sap that oozes out of it more or less straight away. This stuff here, as you'll notice, it's got great water retention pockets, even if they are full of mud. I forget the name of this one. I might put it down in the description, but I've seen this one the other day, and apparently this is quite edible too. They get the little heads on them. Here's another one forming the heads a little bit better. And there's a mature one, which has been last year's one that's died. Oh, here comes the wind. Blackberry. There's plenty of those around here. I don't know if some of you call them briar or what, but I don't know if briar is the same thing, but it's a blackberry. It's perfectly edible. I've eaten a big shitload of them only about half a mile from here, which is where my secret stash is. I did not expect to see this, and Troy pointed this out to me when he was in Australia. I believe this is a very healthy specimen of broadleaf plantain. Quite well known. I haven't seen any ribwort plantain just yet, but we might just come across some of that. There's plenty of these plants here. Let's up across the little embankment here. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Dock. I think this is common dock. It could be curly leaf dock, I'm not too sure. The roots of this are used to dye things yellow and can be used for a few medicinal purposes. It's not great to eat because of the high levels, quite high levels of oxalic acid. But apparently, I think the seeds are quite beneficial when they're dry. This is classed as a weed, this thing. And there's something to do with like getting throat or nasal problems or colds or whatever, it fixes up. You can read up about it anyway. Common dock or curly leaf dock. Because we're beside a river and we're in Australia, apple tree. He's got no apples on him. There's one over there that does. Plum tree, which has got no plums on it, which I'm sort of surprised by that because both of them should have fruit. But then again, there's a lot of birds that hang around down here, so that might explain a few things. We haven't finished yet though. Dandelion. This is actually some of the best dandelion I've seen in a long time. Probably because it's nicely shaded and near water and everything like that. And we've had a few recent rains. It's a flippin' beauty. Not afraid to eat these things. Guess you got a sharp taste. Oh, the wind's bad. Just trying to find a bit of other stuff here that I recognise. I recognise a lot of these weeds, but I just don't have a name for them. And this one here is Phalaris. That's a great little sheep food. It's quite common. What you're seeing there, that is not dill. That's some other mongrel weed. Firewood. That's a bit rotten, that bit, but keep you warm in the winter. There's another decent bit of wood in there. Oh, you can't really see it. This is one of these wattles, by the way, which the seeds are edible on this one. Oh, and there's another wattle. Used to know the exact name of this one, but this one, there's a few of these at my parents' house. This one's bloody huge, actually. These are useless for burning, like I was saying in one of the previous videos, but the seeds are good to roast up and eat. I'll show you all the sap, because this one's got all the sap oozing out of it. As you can see, very sappy. There's a big lump of sap hanging out there. Burns about 1.5 times the heat of most wood. Fantastically hot heat. On my wood stove, if I burn this, usually things are simmering. If I burn this, they're boiling over. That's how hot the wood is. But having said that, the silica levels are terrible. It'll burn out your chainsaw chain. Before you know it, you'll be sharpening your chainsaw chain again. But there's more evidence of all the sap coming out of it. Like some sort of bug's taken a liking to it as well. Yeah, it's all powdery. There's some native termites. We have native termites here. Some that aren't a problem to the commercially used woods, but are to the native trees, but not in a big way. Oh yeah. There you go now. Something on the grass there. That's it, people. I don't think I can see any ribwort plantain, unfortunately. It is fantastic for use in cuts. I got a pretty bad cut, actually, right in the joint of that finger from the, what's his name, fencing wire with no gloves. Very stupid idea. And I packed that full of ribwort plantain for a few days, and it didn't go pussy and it didn't go oozy, and it healed beautifully. And you can hear from other people who have had similar results from it, including even on animals as well. Here's a real pain in the arse. This should not be here in a public area. Serrated tussock. That's the same wattle I was showing over there. Black wattle was the name of it, I remember now. There's a lot of it here. You can tell because it's a wattle with like the real fine leaves, whereas normally they just got like the big blooming heavy leaves. Yeah, it's about all I can see that I can identify well, but I hope to be able to... Oh, hang on, wild oats, there we go. Anyway, I hope to be able to identify a bit more stuff in the future. Yeah.